world, good morning. I'm feeling myself. I'm so excited about life, about my life direction. Clearly, as a Gemini, after yesterday's epiphany of where my life was going, new career change, new focus, new direction, obs, being a Gemini, did even more research and found another psychologist who's actually a diagnosed sociopath. Fascinating. So in the span of 48 hours, 2 different psychologists have totally informed me of where I want to put my focus. And it's sociopathy. Who knew? But really, my whole life seemingly has been leading to this moment. I've never been more excited to apply to university. Oh, and it rains, it pours. Anyway, that's me this morning. I know, crazy. Okay, well, let's have a sip of coffee about it. I pulled out a lot of decks. I was trying to get a finger on the pulse. I'm trying to recall, there was a quote that I came across in the last several hours. See, this is the thing, I'm getting to that age where I'm like, I gotta literally write stuff down every single time. Okay. Let's start off, Okay, we'll start with this guy. All right. Yeah, I really don't have much to say other than well, there's a point of focus here. See, in my experience, this is exactly how it goes down. These like cyclical events in our life where it's like, maybe your life has been in the doldrums, like some real dips, or just kind of same old, same old. You're just grinding away, kind of the same shit every day, slight variations. And then one day you just wake up and it all comes together and you just think like, holy fuck. So perhaps there's something here for you. Let's find out. Well, like I said, fall is, at least for me, it's, I think, a very transitory, I don't know, there's a real veil. And I think a lot of cultures spiritually would say that, like fall, October, November, there's a real special portal, if you will. Won't be for everybody, but for me, all of my biggest things have always occurred in October, whether it's be epiphanies, moves, yeah, school changes, all the things, falling in love. Oh, look. 7 of coins. He's kind of doing this with his finger. He kind of looks like Katie Lang, to be honest. Well, okay, so he's kind of got his shepherd's staff. 7 of Pentacles is always about hard work, things that take time. Let's continue on. Well, and he's facing me, but his fingers are pointing to the past. Okay, so in the past, there's something in your past that you've been dedicated to, I would say. And that could be a path of anything, right? It doesn't have to be career, but even if like in your own, if there's hobbies, or not even hobbies, well, call it whatever you will, but like, let's say you have a cooking class, or I don't know, yeah, it could be learning a language even, a dance class, it could be a career thing. It could be a spiritual practice. You know, someone had pointed out when I had used another deck, but I forget too, like, you know, between music and tarot, I've been doing this for close to, well, with music, it's been 40 years. Started playing music really young, and tarot, I really started to dip the toes in when I was about 14 or 15. Yeah, so there's something here that you've, and he's more youthful, so I would say it's like something that you, like myself, would have been drawn to or kind of picked up in your youth. Okay, and now the Three of Wands. You're waiting for the ships to come in. Yeah, there's something here about timing. Oh, I haven't used this deck. You know, I don't use this one as often. Yeah, it's a giant ship. And then we see the bow of another one here. Okay, so you have like giant ships coming in. Okay, can't be mad about it. 10 of Cups. Whew. Whew. This kid's face, kind of creepy, but I digress. That was kind of the theme for the Renaissance period. Everyone kind of had a funny look. Well, this baby has like a red necklace. Okay, not sure what it all means yet, but let's continue. It does seem like a happy family though. Oh yeah, 6 of Cups. Oh, the ships, it's someone from your past coming back. Oh, mama. And you don't see them. See, look at this little guy. Look at that little guy. Yeah, just reading. Yeah, and this guy's kind of getting a little bit fussy about it. He's like, excuse me, hello, could you like get your face out of that book? This person is like, I think they're being a little bit coy, to be honest. Okay. Yeah, and going back to youth. Huh. Interestingly enough, so the psychologist who's a diagnosed sociopath, her name is Patric Gagne. I always want to put the Gagne, but she pronounces it Gagne. But what's so interesting is that her now husband, she met in summer camp in her teens. And he was the only one, she said, where she could unmask and just be, you know? And instead of withdrawing from her, he just allowed and used curiosity. Now, again, this is kind of an offshoot, but it just made me think about the youth of meeting in your late teens. And they came back together in her 20s. Honestly, guys, if you want to go look up a fascinating interview, just put in Patric. Maybe I'll put a link. It's honestly the most fascinating interview. And she's written a book. I love it. I think this is going to be the whole basis of what I want to do my doctorate in eventually. I'm not even close to a doctorate. I still gotta first things first, but like in terms of what excites me, yes. Okay, so I don't necessarily think you're going to be with a sociopath, although you could be, but there's something here about just what I had said, is that like she identified, like he's completely empathetic. He has a full spectrum. As she says, he's very emotional. They have kids together. It's so interesting. But what caught me though was just that you can meet your person under any condition. Do you know what I mean? That no matter what we come into this world with, hopefully we will come across one person who will see us for who we are and not what we want them to be, and allow them the space and grace to also share their experience of who they are and what it means to be them. I don't know, there's something here about being seen, visibility, and also because it's not just around mental health stuff, but I think what so many of us can agree with, again, going back to visibility, so many of us don't feel seen. So many of us don't feel heard, understood. That's what it is. So again, not saying you're about to marry a sociopath, but as seen by this fascinating woman and her family, anything's possible. And I'm all about like wholeness, that everyone has a seat at the table. It's about understanding. And again, not because I want someone to be like me, but to be like, oh, okay, there's different expressions. Of course, why wouldn't there be a spectrum? You know, it's not black and white, it's gray. So either you or the person who's coming back from your past, it's special in the sense that one of you or both of you is going to feel very recognized and will feel as though they can just be exactly who they are, you know? Not to say, like, as she says, like, she had to do a lot of work, a lot of therapy, and as a couple, they had to really figure out some stuff. But, I don't know, very captivating. Six of Wands. By the Six of Cups. Wow, wow, wow. And it's forward facing. So even though this guy's getting a little pissy, yep, he's got a real grumpy face. What's in his hand? I think he's like clutching a bird too. Oh yeah. And see, this one's younger. So I think whoever's coming back around is younger than yourself, potentially. Or it could just be shorter. Okay, so the Six of Cups to the Six of Wands. Okay, so these boats, these huge ships are coming in. It's successful. Oh, the Seven of Cups going underneath the Ten of Cups. It's weird. I've just noticed, like, she's holding up, like, linen, like a sheet. But it's not as though these are on. Again, the question is like, why? Why is she holding the sheet? Why are the cups on the sheet? We're not angels. Oh, again, maybe there is something with this connection that maybe doesn't fit social constructs. And whatever that is, it could be alternative or what we consider to be alternative. But there could be something here that just, and so because we see angels here, and I don't know if you can tell in the detail, like when I look at how I'm seeing it in the phone, you're losing details here, but when I look at her, it's morose. Going back to what I said yesterday about choices include grief, because in order to, when you choose something, there's a letting go of something else. Okay, well, we'll clarify that in a second. Interesting. Let's continue on here. Okay, so what's going underneath the Six of Cups? Wait. Oh, no, it was one card. The Four of Coins. Interesting. This is always my personality disorder card with other things, but it's just interesting that we started off on this. Okay, but aside from that, if we were just to go with the Four of Pentacles, oh, it's the person with the book, and we see the book. Someone not interested. I'm gonna say this is you. I'm gonna say that you're the person with the book. And here, now the Four of Pentacles is just about really being kind of closed off and keeping the last of what you're, like, you don't feel like you have an abundance to give. And whatever you do have, you're like, back off. Like, this is mine. But she's holding a pentacle and she's like looking to what is my past. Oh, it's like she grew up. See, look. Oh, is this about regret? Is that you saw this person who wanted to be with you and you were either just like a friend. A friend was interested in you. But now that you're older, and something's going on because you only have these, but you are holding up a pentacle as you reference the past. And what we see is that that little guy was holding up pentacles. Interesting. Is this because you made a choice? Yeah, she's morose. I think somewhere in life, yeah, you made a choice clearly to be with someone else. Okay, well, let's see. Okay, so what's going underneath the Six of Wands? Oh, the Nine of Swords. This person coming back in is giving you anxiety. Even though there's indications here, or maybe it's because you do have a choice, but this person has a huge effect on you. You. This dog. Yeah, he's like snarling. Like, that's the last thing you need when you're having like a panic attack. Some shitty dog barking and snarling, you know? You don't even have your clothes on too, so you can't even get out ass. You can't get out there with your little butter beans. Because that dog would probably bite you. Ugh. Yeah, that is stress inducing. Okay. Last card. The Queen of Swords. Okay, well, something's gonna become very clear. Sorry, there's like a detail on her clothing here that is throwing me. You can't see, but there's these like little lines going with this like dark piece, but like it's not with this sleeve. See how like, so I was like, again, I always get caught in like, what is it and why is it here? Okay. Well, fascinating. Okay. So let's find out what's going on with your Seven of... Oh, do you want this deck? Yes, you do. Oh, very specific. Okay. My bad. My bad, spirits. Also, crowd favorites, get in here. God, Jesus, Grandma, Buddha, Archangels, all Ascended Masters, all of my benevolent ancestors. Okay. Grandmama. Okay, so the Seven of Coins is now going to the Nine of Coins. Yeah, like, there's something here about hard work paying off. Whatever that is. It could literally mean anything, but anything that you've literally just consistently devoted time to, it's paying off. Okay. Great. Well, let's talk about these ships. So what is paying off? Recognition and reward. Huh. Well, Again, you can't be mad about it. Yeah, well, look at this. It's the 3 to the 3. Right? And you kind of see the 3, but it is a 3 to the 3. Interesting. Can we know anything else about this recognition and reward? Well, he does kind of have on, as I look from here, it does look like a graduation gown. Oh my god. Yeah, even with this guy. Yeah, it's giving graduating. And when I was talking about like doctorate, oh my god. Have some of you, yeah, finished school or like a program? Again, it could be anything, even high school, I don't care. It's momentous, you did it. Okay, I love that. Okay. Oh, was I clarifying? Yeah, I want to clarify a little bit more. So what can we know a bit more? Now, this is a general, and there's a lot of you out there, so let's just see. Okay, we can't know exactly what it is, but like, you triumph. I think it's something that did, and like a doctorate, like, I'm gonna be in school for the next 8 years. Yeah. But you've been doing it. Good for you. I love that. I love that. Okay, so now we're cruising into this 10 of Cups. But, you know, what's interesting though is that this is around family. Maybe some of you, oh, well, we'll see. But I was gonna say, for some of you, maybe this is like a wedding anniversary. And if you come from a really disenfranchised home, to say the least, where perhaps none of that was modeled, having a pretty functional family that's stable and loving, that's a success. Absolutely. Okay, well, let's see. What's the 10 of Cups? It doesn't have to be family, though. It's just about being completely fulfilled and satiated emotionally. But here we have the 10 of Pentacles. Wow. 10 to the 10. 3 to the 3. Okay. This is big time, guys. But even though this is Pentacles, or wait, is this the Pentacles? I assumed because of this circle, but it is green. So it could be the 10 of Cups. Hold on, I have to clarify. Do I have the book? Oh yeah, okay, hold on, let me just see. Is Destiny the 10 of Cups, or... Oh yeah, this book's all backwards. Okay, hold on. Destiny, where are you? I love this deck, but it does get confusing. Where's Destiny? Oh, 45. Doesn't it say... Oh, it's the Wheel of Fortune. My bad. Oh, good thing we clarified. Okay, so it's the Wheel of Fortune. Oh my goodness. With Triumph and like your ships coming in, the Wheel of Fortune with the 10 of Cups. Wow. Okay, and now into the 6 of Cups, which is like, even if it's not something from the past coming back, there's like this childlike joy, sense of wonder. Oh, seeing harmony here, hands, touching me, touching you, consensually. Okay, clarify the 6 of Cups, the throat chakra. Again, someone coming forward to speak. Do tell. Who is this 6 of Cups, or what is this throat chakra business? Memories of love, this 6 of Cups. And 6 plus 5 equals 11, which is, we all know, that too. Okay. We're gonna clarify, and then on this person, I have to go on with the other deck to see who this person is. Okay, so tell me about The Six of Wands, please. The Four of Wands. Incredible, guys. I feel like Babe Ruth right now. I just feel like we're hitting it out of the park. Just cracking balls. Yeah, we're cracking balls. Okay. So then what's the Seven of Cups then? What's all this morose business going to the Four of Coins, the Nine of Swords, and the Queen of Swords? Like, what? But back to victory and success. Okay, so it's about the choice. Okay, so when this person comes back around, you make the right choice. Because the first time you didn't pick them, that's what it is. See, it's the Wheel of Fortune. It's coming around again. Oh, she'll be coming around the mountain. Look at that rainbow. Rainbows. Beautiful. Okay. Okay, so then what is the Four of Coins about? I still see it as that's you. Okay, but then we have the... Okay, so what's the Four of Coins? Universe. The world. Going back to what I said about choices. Even when you pick the thing that you're really excited about, there has to be a letting go of something. In order for me now to pursue and go back to school for years, I have to let some other things go. You know? Yeah, letting go. See, she's holding up that pentacle about letting go. Something from the past. A dream. Something that you didn't want to let go of. Because that Four of Pentacles, right? It's about not letting go. Okay. Now we're in a bit of that stressy. Okay, so Nine of Swords. The crown chakra. Well, the Nine of Swords is always around anxiety, things that haven't occurred. It's in your mind, like it's fears, you know, like any kind of good panic attack or like a sleepless night where you're playing out all your worst fears. It's lacking in a higher sight because the crown is a spiritual and it's up here. So it's about an elevated perspective. Okay, but why are you, what is the Nine of, like what is the Nine of Swords? Like what are you stressing about? Like everything's good? Is that the issue? Is that everything's good? Oh. Oh, the truth. About this, it's a spiritual union. Okay, but there's something here about truth because then we see the Queen of Swords. Or is it stressing you because you need to tell this person that you're in love with them? What's this little card? Patience. Going back to waiting a long time. Because this is also temperance. But temperance is also about this balance. Now see, we got this guy on one of the little trays. See, it says truth, but look, he's clearly going in this direction. We see a cosmos. But with here, we're seeing, again, elevation, spiritual, higher consciousness of some kind. Even with these colors, like we're getting into like, yeah, the purples, the fuchsias. Tell me a bit more. I'm Snoopy. The obstacles and challenges. See, and this was my card too, where I was like, it's not really that big. Like, yes, when you know that there's nothing on any side, that's when all of a sudden you don't know how to walk anymore and your balance is like, whoa. But if we're to be honest, it's this person can do it. And we're seeing all of these orbs. So again, there is a spiritual component here. There must be something around the challenges. Like it could be distance. Oh, the ship's coming in. Yeah, and we're seeing a bird. Part of the obstacles could be around the distance between the two of you. Okay, so what's the Queen of Swords? That you see clearly. Wisdom. See, look, he's got his little friar haircut going on there. Guys, I know I don't look like I'm balding. Sometimes I worry. I've got a receding spot. This could be me. Knock on wood. I'm not that bad, but I would be sad a little bit if I ended up here, but you know what? Body's a body. All bodies are good bodies. He's beautiful. Give that little spot there a kiss. Kiss on the old head. Yeah, see, he's got the purple. I just heard, like, for once in your life, and just hear me out, this is what I'm hearing. For once in your life, you're really gonna pray about something. And not pray as in, I want this thing, but praying to hear the truth as it really is and what's required and not how you want it to be. And then you arrive. You get there. And to be honest, I think it's just understanding that any obstacles can be overcome. Again, it's just about what are you willing to sacrifice? Going back to when you make a choice, what are you willing to let go of, or at least put aside, right? Put aside. It's not going to be the main focus. It's going to have to take a back seat. And maybe that back seat turns into like long term. Okay. So who is this? Wow, to the Nine of Pentacles. Material harvest. Look, he's all grown up. He's all grown up, or she. This is that person. They're all grown up. And look, they're coming to you. Hands, yeah, they're open. I can't get over his face. I really wish you could see the detail. Oh, he's so annoyed, and he's just clutching this bird. Just so like, please. I have this huge... Oh, it's flowers. I thought those were little pentacles in there. Oh, there's two flowers. Yeah, that little cutie patootie brought you some flowers. And you're just like, I can't see anything, I'm reading. Okay. So, let's pull out... You know what, let's go with the little witch. Oh, I'm seeing the King of Pentacles on the bottom, but let's get shuffy. Let's have a shuff about it. Also, I forgot, whoever commented about somatics and all the things, there's something about my headaches and whatever, and someone had mentioned about the TMJ and somatics and all the things, and yes, yes, I do the eye exercises, I do tongue, eye opposite directions, I do a lot of somatic stuff, a lot of pressure points, all the things, life-changing, but yes, there's a lot going on. I have a lot of injuries in my body, plus a lot of trauma. It's complicated. Okay, hold on. That is like literally 10 cards. Okay. Six of Wands. That is 3. Is that not 3? I believe that's 3 Six of Wands. Well, either way, they're successful and attractive. There's just a lot of success here for everybody. Okay, so tell me about this person a bit more, Grandma. The Ten of Wands to the King of Pentacles. Yeah, their successes, in the time that you two have been apart, they have learned to overcome. Yeah, because this is past facing. So in the past, they had a lot of burdens. Yeah, it's got a bit of a Sisyphus feel here. Like, because she's walking uphill. Oh, and like, her brooms are all backwards too. This particular way of holding brooms, they'd be all fucking around. You know what this reminds me of? Have you ever had a big pile of hangers and they all get tangled up? Oh, please tell me you know this. You know when they get all, and you're trying to do something and then they all just start collapsing and then tangling, and then you try to, and then they tangle even more? It's giving that. They overcame to the Emperor. Oh my God. Wow. Guys. Okay. So how do you feel about them? How do you feel? Well, a lot of emotion. You got the Moon here to the Star. Well, they're both like clear night skies. But with all of that Six of Wands, triumph and like success, like one of you could also have some kind of presence, notoriety. I just realized the black cat is here. Yeah, it's like you guys have always been connected somehow. In fact, maybe even in your time apart, like have you ever had people that even when you're not in contact with, like 20 years have gone by, where you consistently dream about them? They'll just pop up and you're like, why? Why do I have these really intense dreams about this person? Like I said, they're coming to see you. Okay, how do they feel about you? Well, I think we know, but... Oh, Justice. And see? Where did we see it? That's 2 Justice cards. And see, we have 20. And this is 11, which equals 2. And 20 deduced to its whatever, like 2 plus 0 would be 2. You guys might have had a fight before, you know? Look, she has that lifted veil. So again, even if there was some fighting, black and white thinking here, they never stopped looking, either looking for you, keeping an eye on you, maybe through social media, or if you do have a bit of notoriety, keeping an eye. But we have to remember, Justice is Libra. And Libras are all about what's that one word? It starts with an E, not equilibrium. Either way, Libra's sense of fairness, of making sure the whole is, what's the word? I'm gonna move on, but it is weird. It's like I'm trying to picture or trying to understand. Oh, picture. This person may not be as good with their words. They might be more creative. Yeah, they might express themselves in a different way, like through pictures. So like paintings, poetry, music, even written. I myself identify with when I'm sentimental. I always feel like the way it comes out, it's not that I don't have the words, but it's sometimes the way I feel it sounds, feels weird, but I love writing it. I love writing out how I feel for the people that I love, to be like, I don't know. Yeah, okay. And maybe that's what stopped that person from coming forward for a long time. They didn't know how to express it, especially if there was some kind of like discord and disagreement. Again, black and white thinking. Going back to the obstacles and challenges. Okay, so what were the obstacles and challenges? I feel like it's around distance. If it was in your teens too, you might have gone off to different universities. 8 of Swords to the 8 of Cups. And the 8 of Swords and the 9 of Swords are very different. This is like a mental trap. Really choosing to be like, I don't know how to get out of this, but really you do. The obstacle is not that big. You're making it way bigger than it is. Yeah, someone made a big deal out of something and walked away. I think it's you, collective. Yeah. Okay. What was the obstacle? Oh. Cooperating. Collaborating. Give and take. Yes. Notice though, going back to painting, pictures. Seeing the bigger picture. Okay. So, what's going to be different? And that's why you're stressed, because you don't know if it's going to be different. Okay, so but you do, because there's wisdom now, because you're older. Yeah, let's get a little bit more into this wisdom. What is the wisdom? Oh, there's 2. Ah, an ending. With the 4 of Swords. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it takes walking away. And to me, this 4 of Swords, like in the traditional, when they're kind of laying on that like cementy kind of casket, and you see the 3 swords above and 1 below. Whatever happened in this ending initially, I believe it did. It impacted you. And you really spent a lot of time reflecting, ruminating, because again, we see with the crown chakra, there's an elevated, you go from that 9, the 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords, and then it's just like straight up, right to that Queen of Swords, and like, look at this sword. And then it's just like Friar Tuck hair. Oh, beautiful. Okay, well, my head's pounding. So I'm gonna go address that now. I'm gonna go work on my application. Yeah, Papa's got big things to do today. Clearly I need to do some more research. Yeah, between Julia Shaw and Patric, fascinating. All right, gang, well, have a beautiful Sunday. I hope it's sunny wherever it is. Go work with that sun energy, even if it's not sunny. Yeah. Stay blessed, stay golden.